Hey everybody, welcome again. This is part 2 of the Twin Flame subject. We got as far as healing through mirroring, looking at ourselves through our Twin Flame counterpart, seeing ourselves, showing each other, we're going to mirror to each other everything that we need to heal. Okay? So sometimes that looks like, it's very common with Twin Flames, fear of abandonment. Okay, and so if we haven't worked on our self-love, our unconditional self-love, then sometimes we're using someone else to fill that void. So whatever we cannot provide for ourselves, we are looking to others to fill for us. So this is where abandonment issues are really going to create problems for Twin Flame Soulmates, whether one or both have abandonment issues. This is where, when we're mirroring this to each other, if you have an abandonment issue, a fear of being abandoned, then you can bet your Twin Flame Soulmate is going to leave you high and dry. Because what do you need to do? You need to work on your self-love so that you can heal that fear of abandonment, because you have to be able to love you before you can truly love anybody else, right? We've heard this. This is a cliche at this point. We've heard it so much. There's another one I like to say, in, kind of a reversal of that in a way, is that if you cannot love yourself, then you definitely will not be able to attract love from anyone else. Because the way we treat ourselves is how we train other people to treat us. So if we walk into a room with an air of, not an arrogance, but just a confidence of high vibing love from self and others, because we cannot love others until we love ourselves. What are we doing if we don't love ourselves and we're picking at our flaws in the mirror? When every person we meet, we're going to pick at their flaws too. So until we love and accept ourselves exactly as we are, flaws and all, okay, then we cannot look at anybody else without judgment. We can't. I mean, we might be able to say, oh, this person is beautiful, but they got a really shitty personality, right? So, like we start judging, because it's like, now we got to find their flaws. And we do this too, if we haven't mastered self-love or ego mind, because that's a part of it. The fears, the ego mind wants to keep us in fear and pushing away from relationships and love, because we might get hurt. So, all right, there we are. That is what I'm talking about in the healing department, the mirroring and the healing, the leaving. Sometimes they come back, it's a back and forth, a push-pull, runner-chaser dynamics. There's all these stages of a twin flame relationship that have been harped on, analyzed, reanalyzed, added to, whatever. It's like, basically, you're integrating the energies of the other person, and you're healing the wounds from past, and you're also going to have to master that ego mind that wants to keep you pushing away. That's runner-chaser dynamics come from ego mind, chatter, and fear. You don't deserve this kind of love. Yes, you do. It's you. It's yourself. Of course you do. So, but yeah, we're trained to believe that, we have no self-worth. We have to work hard for self-empowerment and self-love, unconditional self-love. So, we really have to commit to ourselves first in order to make something like this actually work. But do you really want to be with yourself your entire life? Because it's just the other half of you. You're just trying to integrate those energies back into you. That's all. So, a lot of the drama and toxicity that happens within a twin flame relationship, and again, that's ego mind chatter. This is so toxic. This is a narcissist empath relationship. Look, we all have light and dark within us. We all have empath qualities and narcissistic qualities. It just depends on the situation. It really, truly does. So embrace that about yourself as well. Yeah, there are going to be people in our life who carry darker energy, lower vibes, who are narcissistic. They're narcissistic because they are insecure. They lack self-love. Okay? Just like we have also been in that boat. But that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to help each other, help ourselves, because this is the other half of our soul. We are trying to prepare ourselves for that ascension journey we're all trying to get to 5D. Unconditional love for everyone. Yay! Yeah, so that's what the twin flame relationship is about. Mastering the ego so that you can actually embrace and love yourself without conditions, because it's the ego mind that points out all the flaws. Okay. So then, what's the next step? Once we have integrated those energies and we love ourselves, now we're gonna balance that higher vibrating energy. Divine masculine, divine feminine. What makes it divine? What makes it divine is our willingness to do the work to develop an equal balance between thinking and feeling. Age of Aquarius, right? Air and water. Air is logic, water is emotion. Thinking and feeling. Okay, so this is the age in which we balance those two energies, and what makes it divine is our 5D vibration, and we are now using our feeling and intuition to solve problems, create solutions. We're not using them for parlor tricks or to cast spells or to, tell someone's future to them, for money, money, money. That's help. Okay, it is help. But in a 5D aspect, it's more about creating solutions. And so the thinking individual who is normally, we create what we think. We think what we think, we create. So if we're thinking negatively and judging and analyzing, we're creating problems. But if in the divine masculine, we're using thinking and logic and knowledge to create solutions. Not for ourselves, but for humanity. For all of us. Because we're in this together as a human collective. That's what we're trying to do. So twin flame relationship is super important. Not saying you have to click together, get married, be together forever. No. It's just the initial part of the spiritual journey. It is what initiates it. And because you'll notice that there's a lot of magical chemistry happening like you've never experienced before. You've got telepathic communication going on. And it might not be, talking and hearing. It might be feeling, clairsentience. It might be claircognizance, just a knowing. And so, because you're so connected, because you're the same soul. You're just separated now, but now you're integrating back into each other. So you're just integrating those energies. And that is what you need to do to become a whole, complete soul again. 5D, unconditional love, balanced masculine, divine masculine, and divine feminine energies. There you go. That's the twin flame relationship in a nutshell. Now we can talk about the other problems along the way, the running and the chasing. But a lot of spiritualists, they wanted to romanticize it, and the Akashic records will say, you're together forever, no matter what. Even when you're separated, you're together. They don't mean physically together, and this took me a long time to figure out. So I'm just giving you a shortcut here. Not together physically forever, energetically forever. And there you go. That's your twin flame, soulmate, counterpart, relationship. Voila. Now you can let it go and move on. And there are greater things. And I'll talk about twin rays in the next episode.